Good evening. It's Thursday, December 8th, and we want to get you caught up to date on the biggest stories of the day so far.
And we begin this evening with a murder suspect shot to death by an officer in a Goodwill parking lot. Our Zach Summers has the latest after talking to the sheriff about how it all happened.
Yeah, good evening. The sheriff says this was textbook suicide by cop, that the suspect wanted to die. We're going to give you a closer look at the scene of that shooting. It all centered around that white truck there. The Sheriff Reginald Kandrich says that the suspect told deputies, quote, "Today is the day," before pointing a gun at them. The sheriff says they got a call this morning from authorities in Cobb County about a man wanted for allegedly beating his girlfriend to death. Deputies tracked the man down to an address here in Henry County. They followed him until the 5 Point Shopping Center here in Ellenwood. Instead of cooperating with deputies, Sheriff Kandrich says the suspect again said, quote, "Today is the day," got out of his vehicle and pointed a gun at deputies, who shot and killed him.
Never had his hands up. As soon as he got outside of the car, he produced a handgun and pointed it directly at our officers, putting them directly in the line of fire and in danger. I think that our officers took every opportunity that they could to try to talk this particular suspect down, to try to help him in a situation to suffer less, and he took the opposite route.
Sheriff Kandrich says these shootings are never easy, especially given it's the 7th officer-involved shooting here in this county in the last month and a half. The GBI is handling this investigation. We're live in Ellenwood. Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
Zach, thank you. A new at 6, backlogged systems and broken families.
GBI case delays potentially leaving thousands in the dark about what happened to their loved ones. A CBS 46 investigation found the agency has not completed reports ranging from toxicology to forensic biology, and that means that fewer closed cases, meaning fewer families with closure.
Investigative reporter Sierra Cummings joins us live tonight from GBI headquarters. And Sierra, you learned in some cases autopsies or even death certificates haven't been complete for up to 7 months.
Yeah, this is more than just paperwork. Death certificates are required to resolve any legal and financial matters. But beyond that, it's a means to get answers. How did my loved one die? That's a question the Watkins have been asking for nearly a year. They're just one of the 30,000 backlogged GBI reports. At Memorial Gardens Cemetery, there is no headstone for Erica Watkins.
She was always blessing me with something. She was so amazing.
Her grave only marked by the brown dirt almost overtaken with grass. The burial plot unfinished, much like the investigation of the 25-year-old's puzzling death.
My child didn't make it home. And to go down there to see my child laying on that bed, and it was just so heartbroken because I talked to her early that day. And she didn't make it.
May 9th, the Clayton County young mom didn't make it through her first Mother's Day alive. Erica was on a road trip with others coming back into town near Columbus when she allegedly just stopped breathing. The family thinks the death is suspicious. Coroner sent her case to the GBI, but for 7 months now, no complete autopsy report, no finalized death certificate from the agency. Shrika Watkins has been pleading for answers.
It's been so heartbreaking. I've been having anxiety. Can't sleep at night because I don't have a closure. I don't know what really happened to her.
32,576 unworked GBI reports, delays in getting answers for families like the Watkins. CBS 46 Investigates found 25% is toxicology, forensic biology, and trace evidence, factors which help in autopsies. Understanding why people like Erica unexpectedly stop breathing. The remaining 75% include firearm, fingerprints, chemistry reports, backlog, all needed for investigators hoping to solve confirmed criminal cases.
It's difficult in the fact that it trickles down to the families. We're not able to produce a death certificate in a timely manner.
Vice President of the Georgia Coroners Association, Buddy Bryan, says local coroners are frustrated.
We all talk about it, but there's very little we can do about it.
They believe the GBI backlog systems burden already grieving families.
Everyone's complaining. We used to have more GBI crime labs than we have now, so that reduced the number of opportunities where we could send bodies.
It's not just fewer GBI offices, it's fewer staff, but more deaths, more crime in the state. We found the GBI still has 7 medical examiner offices, but as of this year, only 3 sites perform autopsies in Savannah, Macon, Decatur, meaning that workload increases for those locations.
But these medical examiners are doing anywhere from 25 to 30 autopsies a day. And that's a tremendous amount.
The latest records also show the agency with more than 100 vacancies, even currently seeking a chief medical examiner, a position needed to put a dent in thousands of reports waiting. Cases not closed, closure non-existent. For the walk-ins, it all remains incomplete, just as the gravesite where they grieve.
I wouldn't put this on my worst enemy, and then not to know what's wrong. Everybody come up, what happened? I can't tell them nothing because I don't know. I'm wondering every day what happened.
A GBI spokesperson declined a formal interview, but they let us know that they are trying to recruit workers to help with this massive backlog. It's also worth noting they're seeking an increased budget to address this. There is an updated progress report expected here within the next month. For now, live in Decatur, I'm Sierra Cummings, CBS 46 News.
Sierra, thank you. Water boys. Buckhead City advocates want to make it illegal for kids and teenagers to sell water at intersections.
Yeah, the unruly entrepreneurs caught on camera, sometimes leading to crashes, robberies, even shootings. CBS 46's Megan Packer explains.
He had a full-time job, and selling water on the side on the weekends was something he decided to do.
Tamika Pless says her 18-year-old son Jelani made that decision to make extra money to get the car he wanted. In June of 2020, his life was cut short. He was shot, she says, because of an argument with another so-called water boy over $10.
Jelani should be here with us right now, but he's not. So I'm standing in the gap for him, and I'm being his voice.
She's using her voice now to push for an end to the water sales on Atlanta streets. Her petition on change.org has more than 5,000 signatures. Plus reached out to Bill White with the Buckhead City Committee. White says the practice will be illegal and offenders will be prosecuted in Buckhead if it becomes its own municipality. But they want it done away with citywide.
We hope that Mayor-elect Dickens and the city council coming in will make this a law to ban the water boys in the city of Atlanta.
The message that we send when we roll down our window to give them money is that that money is more valuable than their own human life.
Myron Fontaine calls himself the prison doctor. After his own time behind bars, he now mentors young people to keep them from getting locked up.
That's what we need to be doing, is helping them to see value in their lives. And it's not in a bottle of water.
And the Buckhead City Committee is devoting money to the organization run by that motivational speaker. Fontaine, you heard from there, as part of a partnership. We did receive a statement about this from Atlanta Mayor-elect Andre Dickens tonight. It says, in part, I am committed to working with the new city council to provide programming that gets the water boys out of our intersections and into safe environments where they can learn technology and entrepreneurship skills. He says job training and after-school programs will be key to that. We are live in Buckhead tonight. I'm Megan Packer, CBS 46 News.
Megan, thank you. New developments tonight. The mother of a football player crushed to death by an elevator in Atlanta is now suing. 18-year-old Jamarcus McFarland was enrolled in Champion Prep Academy. Its football players were living at 444 Highland, and in August, an elevator malfunctioned and McFarland was crushed. Attorneys for McFarland's mother are now suing the school, the building owner, and elevator service companies.
Simply put, these multitude of failures were corrected years, months, days before August 31st. Jamarcus will still be here.
The building owner blames the athletes, saying they exceeded the weight limit on the elevator.
Take a look at this dog. The dog is now on the mend after someone set it on fire. Someone found the dog on Lindsay Drive in Decatur on Sunday, engulfed in flames, and the person responsible nowhere to be found.
CBS 46's Mary Smith reports on the rescue efforts happening right now.
The dog was found here on Lindsay Drive near Glenwood Road on the 5th, and we do want to warn you that the images you're about to see might be considered graphic.
A Labradoodle is safely in the care of a rescue group tonight after someone set him on fire.
That's real upsetting and sad to know that somebody would actually be that cruel to do that to an animal or anybody.
A picture from police shows the dog with burnt fur and burn wounds. According to the Dog Days Rescue Group's Facebook page, the group named the dog Will and says he is in good spirits and receiving treatment, even wagging his tail at times. DeKalb County Police say he was found here in this Decatur neighborhood, engulfed in flames Sunday between 10 a.m. and noon. They say witnesses put out the fire.
It's saddening just to hear that. It's really, it's baffling.
Dog Days Rescue is now asking for donations for his long-term treatment, which could cost thousands.
People shouldn't be so cruel.
It's just crazy. Like, people are really, deranged.
Police say the owner has been identified, but the person responsible has not. No one has been arrested or charged.
And you could get up to $2,000 through Crime Stoppers for any information leading to the person responsible. In DeKalb County, Mary Smith, CBS 46.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.